This is a very important video from the pro-male collective. They're responding to a feminist, a typical woman, who concern trolls over men's issues, and then later on admits that men opening up and being vulnerable sickens her. She says it gives them the ick.
As an actor, I get scripts. That's what I love about acting. I get to live inside characters very different than myself. But every time I got one of these roles, I was surprised. Because most of the men I play ooze machismo, charisma, and power. And when I look in the mirror, that's just not how I see myself. I've been pretending to be a man that I'm not my entire life. I've been pretending to be strong when I felt weak, confident when I felt insecure, and tough when really I was hurting. I think for the most part, I've just been kind of putting on a show. But there was another role I learned how to play from my dad, who I discovered learned it from his dad, a state senator, who later in life had to work nights as a janitor to support his family. And he never told a soul. That role was to suffer in secret. And now 3 generations later, I find myself playing that role too. So some of the ways that I've been practicing breaking free of this behavior are by creating experiences that force me to be vulnerable. So if there's something I'm experiencing shame around in my life, I practice diving straight into it, no matter how scary it is.
What did start this deep dive?
The dive started in my 20s. The dive started around the time I met my wife, 27, 28, and our very confusing early dating life. I knew immediately that she was my person. It was like, I just knew. It was like in every fiber of my being that I met my soulmate, and she didn't know.
Don't come on here talking all that bullshit. Y'all collide tomorrow.
And I was just infatuated with her. I was in love, and we weren't even, full on dating yet. I just knew she was my person. And it was very confusing because you're taught in many ways growing up that as a man you should play it cool and not show, of course, keep it all inside, not show too much. And yeah, so it was just really confusing. So I remember I talk about it in the book, and I warn young boys, but she called it my puppy dog phase.
I see a side of him I hadn't seen much before, a side that was deeply emotional, connected, and longing for quiet affection. I felt like I got a little glimpse into this inner world many men carry within them, a world that patriarchy.
Yeah. See, she's saying, hey, he saw her man who took his own life, showing all kinds of affection to a cat, and she pretends that men aren't like that, right?
Where I was just, like, if we went to a party, I wouldn't want to talk to anybody else, right? So if she left, I would look to see where she was, because I'd be kind of inevitably bored with whoever I was talking to, and I'd want to go find her and be around her. I had to be a version of myself that was interesting or mysterious, or I had to put on a mask and not show too much. And I was actually trying to do the opposite intentionally. I'm like, no, I am going to show her who I really am. I'm gonna just, if I want to be around her, I'm gonna be around her. If I want to call her, I'm not gonna play this game. I'm gonna call her. And she had never been exposed to that. So here's this woman in her mid late 20s, and had never met a guy who was this open and vulnerable, and she had no clue what to do with me.
My partner said to me that it seems the more loving he is, the less interested I am. The colder he is, the more I want him. And I think it's so true. It's almost as if a more feminist man subconsciously gives me the ick. And
All right, there you go. Because everything that she bullshitted through her video, she just explained. She just erased by admitting this.
And so I was suffocating her with my passion and my intensity and my love. And it pushed her away. And then I didn't know what to do. And so I was like, wait, but I thought I was doing it right. I thought I was doing the opposite of what I've always done. And here I was like pushing the one person I thought I was supposed to be with away.
This woman may be a feminist, but make no mistake, she speaks for women. Women want a strong, silent man. She wants a stoic man, a man who does not show vulnerability, who does not show empathy, who does not show openness. That turns them off.
No, you see, it's time for men to stand up and look around them and see that it is a very cold place, and you're the only one that can pull yourself out of that frigid abyss. You. There is no mommy coming to save you, men. There is no mommy to make you feel safe. And as a matter of fact, women despise men that show any weakness because they want to be taken care of. That's right, they despise you for wanting the same things that they demand from men. Security, protection, reassurance, etc. These things a man must earn by overcoming insecurity and danger in order to earn self-assurance, which women apparently respond to. The system, you see, is not designed for male contentedness. It doesn't want male happiness. It wants you to constantly feel incomplete. It thrives off your insecurity. It needs you to question yourself. It needs you to be in constant fear of what exactly? Of being alone, of being a virgin, of getting married, of continuing to have sex after you're no longer a virgin, of being muscular, of not going bald, of this, of that, of everything. Because remember, you are not allowed a shred of weakness or vulnerability. This society stifles the spirit of men and is pesticide on the male soul. And I want out.